This is code.org. Let's see what we're working on. Let's try out C. New block line. All right. As of now, you've been drawing ellipses and rectangles. True. But now there's a new block to help you draw just lines. Read the code that makes the picture. Use the line block to finish the code so it matches the picture. It only uses straight lines. Wow, that's confusing. Play around with the line block to see what you can make. Alrighty. So it only uses straight lines. What do we have so far? Oh, they gave us half of it? Well, that could be pretty helpful. So if they gave us half of it, let me check out. What's line do? So line has 1x, 1y, x and y. Right, so it would have 2 points. Okay. If we're going to mirror this, though, on the other side, well, what would mirror it here? I'm going to go ahead and say other side just to kind of keep these separated. And let me go ahead and just drop a line in, and let's see where that line is. Okay, so that's straight down the middle. Now, their first line, right, that starts over here at 400, 400 is here. And what's it go to? 0, 350. Okay, so we would then need a line that starts at we need a 350. We need a line that starts at 400, 400 and goes to what? Well, we want it to go to the other side, like their example. So it wouldn't be 0x 350y. We're pointing it up this way. So it should be 0y 350x. Let's see. I think that's right because it starts. Yeah, I think that's this guy. Okay? So if that's the case, what's their next line? Well, they have one here. That's at about 350x. So let's look for a 350x. There's a 350x. And what is it at y? 400. Okay, let me grab a line. So if that's at 350x 400y, we would want it on this side, right? Because this part of it is going up the y side. So I'm trying to kind of flip them. So if it's at 350x, we would need it at 350y. It's at 350y. And then what is it down here? Oh, no, we would need it at 350. We would need it at 350y. And then what x would we need it at? Well, we would need it all the way on the edge still. So like they have 400 here for all the y's because they're all starting or they're all touching the edge. I'm going to have 400. I'm going to have, wait, 0y. So that's this point. And it's going to 400, 400. Okay. This one's difficult. So that's 50y here. But remember, y goes 0 to 400 and x goes 0 to 400. So if we're starting out over here to duplicate it, instead of starting down in this corner, this first one would start at 0, 0. And so what would we start at for this side? Well, we would start at 0, 0. Let's go in order. I think that will help. So I'm going to put this up here. And we're going to start at 0, 0. But where would it end? Well, where does their 0, 0 end? It ends at 5,400. But we're flipping this, right? Because we're starting on the roof or on the Y and headed towards the X. So to do that, we're going to need this at 50. Nope, we're going to need to flip them. 450, I think. Okay, that's looking good. It's hard to tell right now, but let's keep going. Then what do? They do 0, 50. Okay, but again, we need to flip the points because we're not going X or Y to X, we're going X. We're not going Y to X right here. We're reversing it. We're going X to Y right now. So we're going to need to flip these points to reverse it, to have a Y value, or to flip the angle, to flip the line to the other side. We want to mirror it. And to mirror it, you just need to flip the 2 points, and that will mirror it. So this should be 50, 0, and then 400, 100. Again, we're just flipping these points, and that should produce a mirror image of a line. All right, so now let me do 100, 0, 150. Oh, not 150. 400, because they're all going to be 400, right? Notice all of the y's here are 400. All of the x's, the second x value will be 400 for us. So again, a line, and I'm just flipping these, so that will be 150, 0, and now this will be 400, so that's good, and 200. And then another line. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so again, all I did was flip each of these points, right? 0, oh, well, that's a bad example. 0, 50, 50, 0. 0, 50, 100, 400. 400, 100. All the way down, and that produces our awesome mirror image. And now we can play around with it if we want. Cool. Onward.